is titled A Queer Vision on Music's Pivotal Role in Psychedelics. I'm going to just introduce our panelists by name and allow them to introduce themselves more fully and also introduce the experience more fully themselves. We have Tony Moss, he, him, Shireen Jarrahian, she, her, and Ksenia Luki, she, her, and I will let them take it away.
Thank you. Well, we know you guys are at the end of a long, heady day. But we're not. The universe flows through vibration, frequency, and sound. One of my favorite things ever. There was a Shipibo maestro I got to work with when I was first time I went to Peru, and we were asking him about the role of the Icaros in music. And he said, although we recognize that ayahuasca is the real healer, the true shaman, it's the Icaros and it's the music that tell it where to go. And again, vibration and frequency, sound, and rhythm. Ashina poeta mi ayahuasca, Ashina poeta ma jude mode, Ashina poeta mi ayahuasca, Ashina poeta ma jude mode. this place where weary souls, they find a warm embrace. And all our love, it comes from this place. All our love comes from this place. We traveled far from outer space just to bring you love and a warm embrace. We traveled far from outer space to bring you love and a warm embrace. And all our love, it comes from this place. All our love comes from this place. We travel far from inner space to calm the wars with a warm embrace. We travel far from inner space to calm the wars with a warm embrace. And unto you we sing and pray from this place. And unto you we sing and pray from this place. May all our bombs turn into birds and just fly away. May all our bombs turn into birds and fly away. So unto you I sing and pray from this place. And unto you I sing and pray from this place. And that's why I'm singing ocean, and that's an ocean, and that's an ocean, and that's an ocean, mama waskan deus. That means I'm calling deus, and I'm praying deus, and inviting those all divine beings deus. Hallelujah deus, Hare Krishna deus, the white tyrant deus, Jesus Christ deus, Lord Buddha deus, Kuan Yin deus. I'm calling to you deus, Yemanja deus, to all of my Kabokos deus, and the Odishas deus, and doesn't deus, and Ashe deus. I'm calling deus, I'm praying deus, and doesn't deus, ayahuasca yo, and doesn't yo, and doesn't yo, and doesn't la medicina deus. I'm calling deus, and I'm praying deus, and doesn't Shila poeta me ayahuasca yeah. Shila poeta ma jude mare. Shila speaks to me through ayahuasca yeah. And Shila comes to bring us together yeah. Little taste. You know, growing up queer, before I had a name for queer, And before I knew there was anything queer about being queer, like many of you, I just knew that there was something apparently kind of strange and off about me. And I knew one thing, that it was causing friction in my life. And in the face of that, very young little me, like many other queer people, took refuge in music. I literally would rush home every day because there was this window between like 3 and 5 before my parents got home. And I would create elaborate, full dance routines to all my favorite albums. It was me and the Commodores. I'm easy like Sunday morning with choreography and hands. Which Kayvon can relate to. And that was, a very solo experience of learning to rely on and be with myself in a world that was clearly not knowing quite what to do with me. And then in high school, the music changed, but I was the same. I would be coming home, and then it was like, don't go changing, trying to please me. I was becoming this like ballad singer and a crooner. It was very, very funny. And then I get to high school, and I met my first actual like queer group of friends. And our refuge, of course, was on the dance floor. It was like every Saturday night at the Odyssey Club in West Hollywood, it was on. Yeah, and the funny thing about that is, it would drive me crazy. I'm like, we're coming here to dance, but all the queer boys were like hanging out in the lobby lounging and looking at each other. But then all of a sudden, let me tell you, the go-go's would come on and we would rush the dance floor. Can you hear them? So it's interesting, like through all of that, the music was, again, the refuge. And I didn't know exactly how, but I did know that in some way early on, the music was going to play a really important role in my life. It's literally in my DNA. Growing up in the Bay Area, Sundays for me were in Oakland, the Baptist church, and hooping and hollering, and gospel music. And then that same Sunday, we would come over to San Francisco, and I would be in the Catholic church with choir music and organs. When I discovered ayahuasca many years later, I remember thinking that it was time to give up on my kind of musical aspirations. But lo and behold, she had other plans because it actually was just the beginning. I was stirred by the sound of the church bells ringing, and the sound of those Stovall sisters singing. Through a window, mystic lights were streaming, a flavor of love that I'd be bringing. Hey, stirred by the sound of the church bells ringing, and the sound of those Stovall sisters singing. Through a window, mystic lights were streaming, a flavor of love that I'd be bringing. From the shores of a once great river now receding, from the prayers of a one little blackbird singing, singing, wrap those loving arms around me. I give praise and thanks that love has found me. On my knees I bow down to thee. I see you and I have been singing. So won't you just wrap your loving arms around me? I give praise and thanks that love has found me. On my knees I bow down to thee, 'cause I see you and I have been singing. This love goes on and on and on and on and on. It goes on frequency, vibration, sound, rhythm. Shireen, Jarrahian. I just finished reading this book called The Musical Human. Really brilliant and very long. But the main thing that I got from that, it's sometimes you get to the end of a book and you're like, that whole book could have been a paragraph. So from this one, it was, with what we borrowed from crickets and birds and whales, we have evolved into musical humans. Wouldn't have sold very well, but that's pretty much the message. As you all know, music connects us to the world and each other. It's hardwired into our DNA. And in ceremony, it connects us to the universe in ways that are unimaginable. As the Shipibo said, although the plant medicines and the psychedelics, are the real healer in that situation, very often, more often than not, it's the music and the icaros that carry the intentions and tell it where to go. And one of the things I like most about it, and has been one of the most profound experiences over the many years working with ayahuasca particularly, is its ability to connect us to the ancestors. Ancestors, I'm calling to the ancestors. Ancestors, calling to the ancestors to walk with us, pray with us, sing with us, heal with us, illuminate our hearts, illuminate our minds, illuminate our path as we walk upon this road every day, healing all our DNA, our healing, our healing. Modern science is just beginning to understand what our ancestors have been telling us all along, the indigenous people, that each of us carry our ancestors in our DNA. Their traumas, their struggles, and we have a propensity towards the mental and physical ailments that resulted from them. Like any other marginalized and oppressed group, the career community, our queer community, also inherits and carries a collective shared trauma that we manage very well. When ancestor songs are shared in ceremony, typically people have experiences of ancestral visitations. And in that, we receive deep understandings and revelations about who we are, why we behave the way we do, and the effects that our cultural and family conditioning has had on our sensibility, our identity, and our worldview. That's very healing because more often than not, it sheds light on the origins and deeper understandings of what expresses itself as addiction, depression, and anxiety. Illuminate our hearts, illuminate our minds, illuminate our path as we walk day, healing all our DNA. I hear na he ne lo e ashe. I was in the studio, recording studio, few weeks ago, recording his new album. And there was this moment like nothing was working. I was like, this is the first song on the album and needs to like get the soul of the ancestors in there, and I cannot do it. So there's this moment, my producer had his back to me and he was fiddling with the console there, and I was like, okay, ancestors, I'm calling upon you. You need to show up and like give me some voice because it is not happening today. And I kid you not, right in that moment, I looked down, my phone was off with the screen flash. My brother, who never contacts me, sent me a text, and it said, hey, I just had the weirdest dream. Mom came to me, and she told me to tell you, stop thinking about it and just do it. So that ancestor shit is real. We evolve with music. It changes our bodies and our brains and our behavior. It can open us up to gratitude, as you all know, and love and grief. And it bypasses our resistance to those blocked and guarded places inside of us. This is why it is so powerful in plant medicine ceremonies and psychedelic therapy. Because in this context, music's role is not passive. Used consciously, it can really make or break a journey, which I'm sure all of you know. And in a group session, it entrains and unites us into a cross-cultural shared experience. But you know, if you're in this room, you know all of that. So I've talked as much as I felt like would satisfy Bia. And for the rest of this beautiful time, we are going to focus on music's most precious gift, which is really its ability to bring us into a together shared experience of now. Thank you all.
Веру, надежду, любовь сохрани в моем сердце. Руки в молитве сложу я до Святой Богородицы. Дева мудрая, Мать Божественная, добрая защитница моя. Богородица. Whoosh!
Ksenia Luki. We don't get to do this that often, so it's the most fun. Most awkward hung position ever. Well, I went down out to that river to pray. I went down out to that river to pray. Ocean. And I prayed all day, ocean, ocean. And I prayed all day, ocean, I took a day, ocean, I took a day, ocean. took my mother down. Out to that river to pray. I took my mother down. Out to that river to pray. Ocean. And we laughed. And we played all day. I took my father down. I took that river to pray. Ocean. And we washed his sins away. Ocean. His troubles away. Ocean, 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 oh God. No go. Forever grateful, yes. Forever grateful. Grateful to love at all. Grateful. Grateful, yes. Grateful. To have loved at all, yes. I see. For many indigenous people, plant medicine in conjunction with music and sound is used as a technology to heal. And the foundation of that technology is basically this, that frequency and vibration carry intention. Ceremonies and ceremony music, like everything else, evolves. And really, contemporary psychedelic therapy is just an evolution of ceremony. You know? We are contemporary medicine musicians who create music from and for that space. And we are part of what is called now a neo-shamanic tradition, and which means that although we study and honor the indigenous people and the indigenous traditions, we take that and evolve it into something that is true for us and lands really well in Western consciousness. So in that, it's really a continued evolution of medicine music. And for the rest of the time together, I have fulfilled my intelligent talk. Let's just have some music. This one's for Bea and Clancy.
traz amor, 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 traz amor.
More love.
sheds a light on my darkest corners, merges shadows with pure bliss, and I sway like a hummingbird, fly like a shooting star, knowing I was never born, so I will never die. The future and the past are two sides of one river, and I am in the middle. I am a woman on a journey, a human, changing and transforming a mirror, and the reflection enchanted by the divine perfection chaos. I'm not sure it exists. I hear peace to peace, cosmic harmonies. I move freely on earth that's kissed by the sun as I'm walking the path of the soul. Atman, her voice sways like a hummingbird, flies like a shooting star. She whispers, you were never born, so you will never die. Every step of the way, remember that you are an infinite soul. Atman,
All right, we're just gonna do two more and then, hang out with you all, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, they gave us this god-awful 8 a.m. sound check this morning, which for musicians, it's like, what? So after that, we went home and went back to bed. And I missed Kayvon's talk, which I was looking forward to, and all the rest. But we'll get to see you now.
Burst through the silence, a beam of eternal light. I've tasted your words and I've held your sounds on the tip of my tongue. Song of my soul is the river that flows, fire that wants to break free. Calling you forth, I am calling you forth. Come to me, come to me. Come to
Thank you too, and everyone from Chakruna. We were in the lobby today, and B was like, "Thank you guys so much for being here." Like it was some like big effort, and this is the best, right? To be with our community, and psychedelics came late in my life. I did my first ayahuasca ceremony, I think when I was like maybe 30, 34, and I had no idea what it was actually. Yeah, I was running this coffee house in Long Beach, and this friend of mine came in, and he's like, "Hey, there's going to be this ayahuasca ceremony this weekend. You guys are invited." And like everybody else back then, I was like, "Aya what?" He was like, "Oh, it's like that movie, Emerald Forest." And I'd just seen that film, and I loved it. So I thought for sure, because he said it was going to be in Sierra Madre, and I knew those were mountains, I'm like, "Oh, it's going to be like shot up your nose, and we're going to be like finding our spirit animals." I'm like, "I'm all in." So we go, we're waiting in line, there's no orientation. We go in the room, there's this lodge in Sierra Madre, and I noticed there's a double cross on the table, and in walk the Daimistas. I'm like, holy shit, it's a cult. And there began my beautiful lifelong relationship with the Santo Daime. I had no idea that it was an actual church or religion, hated every minute of the first experience. When it was over, I'm like, well, that was interesting, I'm never doing that again. And then the very next week, the phone rings, like, "Hey, there's going to be another ceremony." I'm like, "Sign me up," right? And I will tell you why, and this is what I want to conclude with, which a lot of you know. The healing and the gifts that you get from, in my case, ayahuasca ceremonies, but usually in psychedelic therapy in general, isn't what's happening in the actual ceremony. It's what happens afterwards. It's how it actually transforms your life. Although I hated that experience, I noticed during the week that my consciousness had absolutely shifted for the better. And for lack of a better way to describe it, it wasn't a physical thing, but I felt like I was walking around that whole week with my hand up, holding the hand of God. Seriously. And I remember thinking to myself one night, this experience, in my case ayahuasca, mushrooms certainly, they offer the experience that people spend their entire lives and maybe generations looking for. And if you're in this community, you get to have that experience. And as one of my teachers, Gangaji, said, you not only get to have that experience, you get to have it over and over. She said most of the rock star spiritual teachers that we know about, Jesus included, she goes, most of them had one experience, and they lived their entire lives bowed down to that. So I often say, if you're in this room, you are amongst the most privileged people on the planet, honestly. We are amongst some of the most privileged people that have ever lived on the planet. And what I always share in my ceremonies is the answer to most of our so-called problems is actually just gratitude.
Come home, come near. We are tuning, tuning. We are tuning to the frequency of love. We are tuning to the frequency of love. Come home. Days are flying by so fast. It's easy to get lost. But even though the time has passed, I remember how it was before when we were far away. I still knew that someday you and I would walk alone. You take me home. You take me home. Come home. Come home. Come home. Come near. We are tuning, tuning. We are tuning to the frequency of love. We are tuning to the frequency of love. We are tuning to the frequency of love, 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 la 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 love.
Ksenia, Luki, Shireen, Jarrahian. My name is Tony Moss.